Don't worry about it. We'll sort that out. I'll sort that out.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Oh God, I've got something in my eye. We've got room today.
And we're not blocked like last time. We're not squeezed.
Love why
last time we had to sit like this.
I really enjoyed that last one very much. It's like, can we actually have the same sort of thing coming through? I feel like I need to clear my energy a little bit before we start. So we're just gonna set up, make sure that we're coming onto Facebook. So we're on Remembrance into the Light. We're also on Starseed U on Facebook. Hi, Marcus. Yay! Marcus is in the house. My friend Marcus. And let's just check that we're on Facebook. So it takes a little while, doesn't it, to come up on Facebook. So what I'll do is when it comes up on Facebook, hi, Patty. Hi. So yeah, Patty is on. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share this then out onto Messenger for you two guys, and then that. So for Ross when he gets on, for Inga and for Robert.
Great.
Have you got it? Wait a minute. So I'm getting used to this, Robert. I don't have to be told by you what to do. Hi, Sarah. So.
Perfect. I got it.
Yeah. So share that out onto your pages then. Make sure that our sound's down for when we go on. And we're clicking onto a few little bits and other bits and pieces. Bear with us. Think about if there's anything that you want to ask us.
Yes, please. So Marcus, Patty and Sarah, I see over here. If you have any questions, please put them down, write them down so that we can work.
Troy as well joining us. Hi, Troy. And Stacey. Oh, we've got everybody coming in. I'm so excited. Oh, God, it is really exciting, isn't it? Bear with us. Oh, there you go. See, there's the echo. See, that triggers me, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was me with the Facebook and the echo.
Yeah. See, it's always you with it.
Sorry for that. But the stupid thing is that if I activate Facebook, it always says the sound already on.
Yes, it does.
And then the echo is already there. But I see Nuhar, Tanya, Stacy, Neva, Mark at Facebook.
Oh, they're all on Facebook. It's coming up on the comments.
Claire is there on StreamYard, and Stacy and Troy.
Oh, God, it's like a good get-together. Yeah,
great. Because we're getting more excited every time. Did you clear the energy for yourself already?
No, I'm just getting excited with the energy coming in. It's all exciting. So now I don't have to go on my Facebook because it's going to come up on here then. Sometimes it comes up on there and sometimes it doesn't.
I'm not sure about that. Okay.
Right. Okay, so let's get down to it then. Okay, let me just... Okay, so I feel like I'm going to be clearing some bits in a minute. So yes, we've got Leo Ross Shugar coming on. He's got a TV coming apparently, so he's waiting for a delivery. So he's going to be coming on. So he'll be coming on pretty soon, I would imagine. So for those of you who don't know Leo, he works very similar to us, but he holds his own piece of the jigsaw puzzle, doesn't he, old Leo? So yeah, you'll see him do sort of like this, like me. So yeah, he's wonderful, Leo. And we've got Robert in the house. So Robert, hi, Robert.
Hi.
How was your week this week?
Fabulous. It was a very exciting week. Lots of things are happening. A lot of energies are changing. I feel more power in my system, or more new dialects coming through. I'm a unicorn.
Oh God, yeah, we need to talk about that. I'm going to tell you about that.
I'm a centaur, and I'm a Pegasus, and so we were trotting around in the corners, and
sorry.
So the energies are, and they're all accompanied by the spacefarers.
Yes,
So the spacefarers are in the house.
they are.
They are. Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
And and Inger is in the house, and I had a fabulous session with Inger as well, which was powerful. It's like we're getting more and more into the how to say it, in the energy flow. So everything is it's more like Egyptians.
Got room to do it today.
The wave.
So the interesting thing will be if what we found out last two times when we were sitting here is that questions were really getting more interesting to work with. So if anybody has a question who is watching this now, just put it there, because the three of us can have what was an amazing thing. We can have from three different angles or views, give information and pop up your questions.
Cool. Oh, we've got Leo down there. Should we let him in, or should we just keep him there waiting?
Keep him waiting, but no.
Let's bring Leo in before we say hi to Inga, because I don't know if you've met Ross at Leo. Actually, have you? Hi, you got your TV?
Hi, how are you? No, it hasn't come yet. So he's going to be another 20 minutes. But it's okay.
Did you know Inger already?
I think we met briefly, did we? On the last.
Oh yeah, that group.
Yeah, briefly, the group one.
Yeah, he popped in for a few minutes. Yeah. All right, correct. Yeah.
Need to see you guys again, anyways.
No, it's all been good. We've just we've got a few things to sort of talk about, the things that we've been integrating, Leo, which I know that you work very galactically. But one of the people I've actually on here just literally says, so Sarah Elisabeth actually said that she's been integrating and connecting a lot with her unicorns, dragons, and fae also. So that's really interesting that we're all starting to really expand into all of that sort of thing. So Inga, how's your week been?
Intense. I feel I've been kind of stretched beyond my capacity almost. And what happened was that I felt like I was stretched so completely that there was a point in my center I fell into. Oh. And by doing so, I found myself like being in space, being a point that was actually radiating out my entire universe. And since then, I'm kind of trying to get used to this new state of being.
Yes. They're saying grounding at the moment with me. Yeah, we need to ground that in a little bit.
Because in that space, the only thing I can ground in is my own multidimensionality. Because it feels like it's kind of beyond. It's very comfortable. It's just different.
Yeah. It's normalizing it, isn't it? Making it all comfortable and everything like that.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
And how have you been this week, Leo?
Messy as every other week, but this week I'm working on control mechanisms. So I have many issues with control through many lifetimes, and it's an issue with everyone. Control is the main issue with most people as such, in a sense. So I'm releasing control through past lives, and some of these past lives they're repeats. So for instance, I don't know if I've had a specific group of people that have gone after me in a lifetime, or I've been affected by some sort of event in a lifetime. Usually the event repeats because the people that are doing the event, they don't learn their lessons, and so I'm put into the same scenario over and over again, so they'll learn not to do what they're doing. And I'm going through them lifetimes where they just repeat. And the problem is, because I've gone through it, some of these lifetimes I've gone through 500-600 times, and they're just doing the same thing over and over again. And I'm saying to Higher, look, they're doing the same thing again. Every lifetime they do the same thing. Why do I have to keep coming into it? Like, they'll learn just stick with it, sort of thing. But that's what I'm releasing at the moment, and it's the control, because I've got to the point now where there's parts of me that just want to go, right, I'm going to take over and I'm going to do everything, because these guys can't do it properly. These guys are not doing it properly. They don't understand, and I want to do it all because they're not doing it. So this is the issue from me, and it gets really bad. Sometimes I'll see something like online that someone said, and it would trigger a memory from a past life, and then it's a mess. And I'm like, well, why are they doing that again? They shouldn't be doing that. And it's so.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Exactly. Yeah, I had a personal experience that I found out that actually that I was murdered by this particular person in a past life because of manipulation. And then I've actually worked my way through the process, but that person hasn't. And exactly the same situation I've had this week. It's like, okay, so I need to be really firm and really strong and self-empowered to know my worth, to actually push that through so that they actually learn their lesson through it. So that's really interesting that you've been having that too.
The good thing with that type of experiences is that you can withdraw your energy. And then when they don't have a playmate anymore, the game changes.
Shall I start?
Yes, have you got some codes then, Robert? So before we all go off in our own little directions, won't we? God, that got me right in the heart. Wait a minute. This has got right through my back. So anybody that's actually watching, the way that we're going to be working is that when some codes come in, please connect energetically. We're working for the greater good and the expansion for the soul. Everything is working towards the light, letting go of all of that no longer serves us, and it's been transmuted into positive energy through all time and space. But is to connect with the energy and the codes that are coming through. Please put on replay as well, because they're in time pockets, so enable you to access the codes that are going to come through, and then we sort of see what that clears. Personally, Robert, that went right through the heart and out the back. I don't know about any of you guys. What did you get?
Yeah, he sent a load of codes to me, which I'm going to shove out further to
others. Yeah. I think it's real good clearing, actually, to get us going. Yeah,
I'm just going to go into this because I've got to push these codes out now.
Yeah, push them out then, Ross. So just join in and connect with us, guys. It's actually affected a few other people out there, actually. I'm just going to go and clear that.
Yeah, there's several. There's a group.
Yeah.
They need unlocking. This is the issue. These are important people. They will be important in the future. They are unaware at this time of their importance. Therefore, we shall unlock them now. We have come forward to assist them in this process. We are the Elohim. We have come forward to assist. Shall unlock heart chakra. Unlock third eye chakra. For a few, unlock more key codes to Robert. Robert can use this to unlock himself. Unlock yourself, Dylan. Unlocking, grounding. We bring more divine light through for you, Robert, to assist more at a higher capacity. We are grounding your energies for the next few days simply because you have high energies and your body will not be used to it at this time. We ground your energies for a few days. Shall do well. Push more out, Robert. Push more out.
You might want to stand up.
More to do. Push more out.
I have to do my socks off.
Oh, the socks are coming off. Mine are off already. Shake it off. So if anybody out there that feels that they really need to push their energy out through their feet, please be self-empowered. Stand up, put your socks off, and give it a shake out.
Just going to bring in one collective now that wants to come in, and then I'm going to let you guys take over. These are the Ents of Earth, the Ents of planet Earth, the trees, the tree collective, the Ents of planet Earth, coming up through the roots, through the soles of your feet, coming up, taking all of the ungrounded energies, the negative energies out through the roots, through the earth. Guys shall take, Tara shall take. Tara is assisting, coming through to bring balance to all. Like a tree, you shall absorb the energies and let them go into the ground.
Okay, just let that settle. Use your breath if you're watching, please, and tuning in. Let it go through the breath. And push the energy through the soles of your feet and anchor it into the earth's grid. Cool. Okay. Okay. Oh, just let that settle then, guys. It obviously was needed, wasn't it?
Mm.
It is anchored now.
Anchored. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's energy is flowing much easier now. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's just sort of tap into. So just allowing that time to integrate, please. Just allow any of the physical body to sort of twitch, any eye flutters. Just embrace that into the physical reality of self. If you sort of come in halfway through that, I would recommend to replay that first part of the because that was pretty strong. There's 4 of us sort of lifting in there to enable that to occur. So, okay. Robert, could you have a little look through any of the comments to see what there is in there if there's anybody that needs any assistance?
Yeah, we'll do that. There's one question of a mission, but that's a question which we had already answered in a couple of sessions before, and it's like your mission will unfold when it's time for you, and we can't even give you the answer for that.
No.
So that's a question. So by listening and re-listening to our energies, it maybe speeds up the process if you're ready for that. But even my mission is not completely clear for me, and I don't care because it will unfold. I trust in it.
Yeah, it is a journey. It is a journey, isn't it? The whole process is that as we sort of evolve and expand into our awareness of our sovereignty, that our gifts come online bit by bit, and it's to have that sort of sense of understanding that it comes when it's ready, and the mission will appear. So as you see, all four of us, we anchor in the light, we clear in different ways. No way is better than anyone else. We are just a piece of the jigsaw puzzle. So with yourselves out there, it's really important to embrace your authentic self and not to sort of see anything above you or below you. Is that we are all the same, but we all hold different keys to enable activations, downloads, and clearing. So it's important to really sort of sit there with yourself and allow yourself to connect from inside of yourself. Use us as guidance, facilitators of your inner healing, but the ultimate person that heals yourself to unveil and remember who you are is only yourself.
It's all about awareness. I mean, awakening is become awakened to yourself, becoming aware of yourself. And the reason we are talking about this now is that most of the codes that came in here was to trigger a deeper awakening and awareness of self. And that is one of the reasons it needed to be grounded really deep in the earth chakra completely for it to be solid, to really matter in this reality.
What I also see through the lines of the comments is that people are, a lot of them are still, and which I recognize myself as well, is taking information from the outer side, and what Inger is telling is exactly it's inside. So don't take the information of more value from outside. Take the information if you want it from outside. Go inside and make it your own, and that's the only truth here there is. So we only help in frequencies. We can only help in clearance or whatever. Maybe we don't even know how we help you, but by taking that information inside and make it your own truth and make it your own value, that's the way to do it. So please don't, as if somebody says your third eye is blocked, probably that's a mirroring of somebody seeing his own third eye being blocked and not information for you. Be careful in that.
The thing is that you cannot, how to say, exist in a higher dimension if you're not coming from the inside, because there is no one who guides you there. There's no teachers. There's just a sharing of the experience, and the sharing is immediately kind of accessed by everyone because there's no restrictions, there's no oppositions within everything. That is one of the very important things that I stress about learning to know yourself and become comfortable with all your feelings and your sharing of them. First of all, to share them without projecting them, but say, I feel, this is me feeling this, this is me experiencing this. This has nothing to do with anyone else. It's all about us and our reactions and our responses. And we have to fully learn to own that and to stand and rest and be comfortable and safe in that space. Without doing that, you can't enter the higher dimensions. They will kind of flung you off.
Absolutely.
I've always said this. So I've never read a spiritual book. I don't watch other channel stuff usually. It's very rare that I watch. I haven't read anything or anything like that. Everything I learned was from within. Literally everything. So you really do not need. Obviously, you need assistance. I need assistance sometimes with relief work, and you need assistance with yourself. You're not going to be able to do everything yourself. You're not Superman. But when you want to learn stuff, it's all inside. Yeah, it's all inside.
And
it's actually like a step. These pyramids with the stepping stones. On the lower level, there's a lot of people. Then you step up another level, and there is less and less and less until you're alone on the top.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, sort of like the guidance, if we look at Starseed U and, sort of the courses that Ross is sort of bringing forward as well, and all of our sort of mentoring that we do and our healing processes, are all there from our experience. And we've sort of worked through our own shadow work, and then we are then guided. Once we got to that place of actually that our cup is full, then we're allowing ourselves to share our information forward. So as regards to the platform of Starseed U, Ross, you've got a new course going on there, haven't you? Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, I will be bringing it out within the next few weeks. The aim of this course is to bring people back to themselves, so to connect to their own self, to their own star system, to their higher self easier. I wanted to create a course where someone who is just awakening can go from just awakening to at least being able to connect to themselves, so they can gather their own information and talk to their own guides and stuff. That's basically all it's for. It's for connection to self.
Nice.
That's the whole point in the course, because I've met many people who have been doing this for like 10, 20 years, and they keep going to loads of different people, and these people were like clearing them and that, but they're not helping them to connect themselves as such. They're just doing everything for them, and it doesn't help that way. They need to really be able to connect to themselves in order to gather the information they need, instead of going to other people. It's not good.
Yeah, it's very old paradigm, isn't it? It's a very old paradigm, that way of the experience of that is, but the way forward, where we are evolving very quickly, and the linear timeline is so quick now, is that people need to access things very quickly nowadays. And this is why this sort of Starseed U that platform is amazing, that that we're really being drawn to share our work out there. So check out Starseed U. It is an amazing platform. It is starting from its very beginning, so we are sort of creating our foundations, so we are relatively new, but there will be some amazing people that are coming on. Robert's got a course coming on as well, which is good, which is heart activation, and also it's actually progressed into your solar plexus activation, isn't it?
Started this Sunday, but maybe because the self power, so it's self power, self empowerment, that's something coming in there.
I like that, didn't you?
That's self-power, and for the people we're talking about, where can I get it outside? You should put it inside. How can I control my time and life space? This is all about this. It's all about getting into the inner power. It's exactly what Leo was telling, what Inger was telling, what Nicola is bringing in, and what Starseed is bringing you in multi-levels. So you can pick out, resonate wherever you want in whatever resonates for you. But it is always, if there's an issue, you go inside, and that's what this is about.
Stacey says on his, Stacey Jean just said that. She says she's gone all hot flushes with that last code. Well done, Robert. Flushed her out. Okay, that's amazing. So let me just have a look. So does anybody want to actually say anything while I have a little quick look through if there's any particular questions in mind?
The archangels want to come through just quickly.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Leo.
Archangel, it's not cool. She'll come through. Force light, come through. All. It's time, more light for all that watch, more light comes through, down through your crown chakras, down into your heart chakras, assisting. God light coming in, assisting in opening more to a light grid level. We aim to take all of humanity to a light grid level, so we'll assist all in ascending easier. Once you are more aligned with the light grids of Earth, you shall all become easier to connect to connect with. It is about connection at this time. We're taking through connection.
It's connection, absolutely.
Archangel, Metatron, Metatronic codes coming through for all.
Sis, thank you.
Angel Michael, Archangel Michael, coming through. Archangel Raziella, bring through new codes, key codes for all, new codes, key codes for all. Archangel Raphaela, bring through more light, more codes, piercing light for divine feminine, divine feminine codes to all. Absorbing codes through your physical systems, dear ones. These will assist in physical ailments. Many of you have wrote in these comments about physical ailments. We aim to assist with the physical ailments. We'll assist. These codes will assist with the cells in cell lines, go up to source coding level. Burning through negative points in space, time, cells, fixing ailments on an energetic level, opening, removing sickness, removing energies.
So make sure that we're all pushing the energy through the center of the physical body, allow the energy to move through, please.
We shall take archangels, archangelic collective. God light shines down on all. You shall all do well, Congratulate you all for your hard work. Hard work. Well done. Good job.
Thank you, Ross.
Shiakamane o kokotenemi, I kokoteneme ia kakatana na asha.
And this is really important that we receive these energies through, but we allow the energetic to move through the body, whether it's within the energetic bodies, the chakra system, or the physical body. So the physical body, if we look quantumly, is a dense type of energy, and the energy of trauma would sit within the physical body. So if we get in ailments that are coming through, like pains, it's to be aware that it's a lot of this, what we're feeling is actually physical pain shown that there is an energetic block. So it's important that if we get a pain in the shoulder, if there's a pain within the central chakra system, that we allow it to be connected with and allowing it to flush through using your breath, your energetic flow, pushing out your feet, pushing out your hands, pushing out your breath. So when Ross is bringing in, Leo Ross is bringing in these beautiful codes and assisting you, is to have in your mind that it's allowing that flow of energy moving through your field. We don't want to come in and just do it for you. We want you to be empowered to do your own energy work, but use this platform to see within this live that actually that you're doing the energetic release, and we're assisting with codes to facilitate the flow of energy coming through.
Okay. And the codes that came in now, I felt them very, very intense in my inner organs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that is one thing that really, but then we go into the evergreen, drink a lot of water.
And that's that flushing through of that water through the physical, so cleansing. So this time is now that is imperative that we are self-empowered. Okay, it is self-empowerment of the energetic release and knowing how to do that. So have that understanding. We are not healing you. We are facilitating the flow of energy moving through your fields. Okay, so that's important to be aware of that. Oh, lovely. Stacey Jean is actually going to be doing an angelic Reiki workshop next week. Wonderful. Sometimes that there are these beautiful courses, workshops that are out there for everybody, and it just sparks you into that journey of remembrance. So absolutely do all of these beautiful things that you can go and sort of bring in energy work, and wherever you're being very drawn to, allow yourself to really connect with all of that. His TV's probably turned up. Oh, and Sarah actually felt the archangels coming in. That's amazing. That's wonderful, Sarah. Hi, Skinny Robert. And Bobby actually said that he actually was feeling really cold. Louise is just. I had some hazelnuts on the side, Robert, and I think she's going to munch them all. I don't know if that's right for a dog, is it? Peanuts.
She will find out.
Yeah, we'll find out in a day or two. So shall we go on and talk about what we experienced the other day when we anchored in the unicorn and the
centaur, the unicorns, and the Pegasus.
Yes.
Those three were anchored in, and they were anchored in not only on Earth but also galactically. So that was really interesting, and they were anchored in because of you mentioned it already, but the solar plexus activation.
That's right. Do you know, I go because I work so like in that pure channeling state. I always have to say to Robert, can you make sure that you write this down because I can't remember it. That's right. That's how it happened, wasn't it? I'm like, all right. So yeah, we was doing a healing thing together, wasn't it? And and your activation. So where Robert was going into the heart for his heart activation, you went and then progressed into the solar plexus activation. Which then actually brought through codes to anchor in a Sentinel,
Centaur, Pegasus, and Unicorn.
Unicorn. But it was really funny because the experience of it, and you can't write this, can you? But I actually felt as if I had the back end of a horse on my body with two extra legs and hooves.
Because I mentioned I had 4 legs, and then that resonated with you, and you said, "Yeah, I can feel it." And then you were in fact throttling around in the room.
Yeah, I was moving around like chocolate. It was so bizarre, wasn't it? It was just like the thing is, with all of this ascension business and remembrance, is that when you've experienced it, there's no going back on it, because once you've experienced it, you know that you can't go back on it. When you sort of feel that there's an angel in the room when Ross is working, or if you're having a heart activation that when Robert's working, or if you're sort of doing the breath work, the planetary breath work with Inga, when you're tapping into it and you experience it, you can't let go of the experience after you've experienced it, because it just is quite crazy for the ego mind to sort of tap into that, isn't it? Don't you think? It's like, whoa.
You're completely right. I think it's for me, it's impossible to think otherwise anymore, and nothing is getting as weird as before. The first time it was really weird sometimes. When the space fairies came in for the first time, we were like really giggling like little children, and now it's like we just think about them and they're there. And this week I've seen Nicola as a little dragon and like a horse. So things are shifting and moving more quickly, but and Inger as a planet, and so things are getting more into fantasy or weird state. But the funny thing is that it gives for me much more power in the frequencies I bring.
Yeah,
so directly.
Yeah.
But you could feel it today that the energy is changed in my frequency, so it's getting more powerful. It's more direct, targeted, and I think that's for me to say for me, but of course it's for everybody on its own.
Yeah, absolutely. It's to trust the process, surrender to anything that comes your way, and allow it just to be. Yeah. And sometimes that we we sort of overthink things, we overcomplicate them by, you know, asking all these questions. But as I've sort of said before, it's important to just allow it to flow. Once you've experienced it, then you can say, well, what went on there then? And then you'll get your answers. It's when we sort of always keep asking questions, it almost blocks the experience to allow the answer to be told to you. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's just allowing the, you know, it all to be unveiled within yourself to enable you to sort of move forward on with your journey of remembering who you are.
Yeah, and at the same time, when you keep finding yourself in the situations that many of us do, oh, I'm experiencing this again, or I have attracted this situation again, then stop and ask yourself, is there a different view? Is there a different view in this situation? Is there a different way to look at it? And see it from a bigger perspective.
Yeah, because those sort of cycles keep coming back round, don't they? And if those cycles keep coming back round again, and keep going doing the same old thing, it's going to keep coming back round again. But like you said, Inga, it's important that we go, okay, I recognise it keeps coming back round, but how can I look at it from this angle? What is it that I actually do to change the trajectory of the outcome?
Because if you keep reacting the same way, you're going to recreate it again and again, and an never-ending loop.
Yeah, absolutely. Is your TV here yet, Ross?
Yeah, it's been delivered now. So I haven't had a TV in years, but like,
how exciting for you!
Yeah, I'm after it just for like a bit of relaxing movie time, you know. So I don't watch movies that much, but still.
Yeah, I'm only watching my movies on my little laptop, so you're sort of there like that. Just having a little like, I probably will actually succumb to buy myself a TV at some point, just to watch, like you say, when you want to relax and have a cup of tea and a bit of chocolate, isn't it?
Yeah. But that makes a connection with Sarah Elisabeth on on StreamYard. She says she finds it harder to resonate with lower vibrations, and we talked about it last time as well, because I think that when you get more into the frequencies of the higher self, of your inner self, then the outer selves, the outer persons, they pop up like they're either going higher or they're stuck at a certain place, and then there's a bigger distance between you and them. So you will change your surroundings, you will change your friends, you will change things you like, or maybe even the taste of food. Nicola, your food pattern has changed, wasn't it?
Yeah, I hardly eat anything. Do you eat a lot?
You eat less when you're of a higher vibration. You don't need as much food to sustain your body.
Yeah, it's like breatharians, isn't it? It's that you just, you know, because you're holding a lot of light frequency, which is actually, you know, it is nutrition, because that's what a plant. If you eat a plant, it sort of comes into being energy. So if you're holding more energy, you don't need the plant to give you the energy, because you're just getting it direct. So you don't need to eat as much either, that's really interesting. So everything that we do is shifting and changing as the vibration gets higher. You know, we start remembering more, we get more access to our sovereignty, our diet changes, the physical body changes, and this is why we're going through all of the pains and the ascension symptoms. So everything's shifting big time, but then it's you've got people around you that's not shifting, it's a little harder to observe.
I'm changing constantly. Weekly I'm changing constantly. Everything's changing constantly. The way I channel, even though it doesn't look like it, but it is changing. The way I speak, the way I function, everything just constantly changes. But it may not look like that to other people, but if you knew me and you lived with me or whatever, you would notice the changes. And it is constant change, guys. It's not just like you'll notice one change here or that change there. As you go up in light levels, as you go up in the ascension, you're going to notice everything constantly. It's constantly in flux. Everything is. It's constantly changing. And this goes for the past and the future as well. It's everything constantly changing. That's why you got to always be in the now, because, like, as I've said this before in other videos, I've had lifetimes that I've gone through. I've gone through the death, I've gone through the lifetime, I've gone through everything. And it's one way. I go back to it a year later and I'm like, this isn't the same past life. and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't remember this, and the whole past life has changed, and I'm going through the past life that's changed, and I'm thinking, well, it's changed because, well, they told me it changed because you've changed now, and now the past has changed, and now you're not there anymore, you're somewhere else, and it's like, well,
that's interesting.
yeah.
I love that, actually. So not only then, so what you're saying then, and I never really thought about that before, Leo, is that, do you know, you can change the trajectory of your possibility with how you react to something in that now moment. If you shifted, so that actually then is the same with the trail end of it, of the past experience then, as you raise up through the experience.
It can stop cycles. Yeah, for instance, well, I'll go into this past life. So I used to be king of Lyra a long time ago. Lyra was attacked, fall of Lyra, blah, blah, blah. I moved everyone over to Vega. And then I went back to, I had to go through the fall of Lyra, obviously, because I was the king and I was moving everyone over, and it was terrible. Anyways, it wasn't a good lifetime to go through. And when I went back to that lifetime, like a year later after I released it, I wasn't the king anymore. And I was like, where am I? You're in the council, Ross. And I'm like, well, I'm in the council. You're not king. You didn't become king. Someone else became king. And I'm thinking, but I've gone through this. I've gone through it. No. It's changed. It's not the same as it was. Like,
oh God, I love that. I love it. That's how multi-layered it is, isn't it? How multi-layered the whole thing is, and there's no our little human speck on a speck minds really. What's that all about? But it's so interesting.
I'll go through another past life as well. I went through, and that changed as well. And that was it changed. You can go through past. You can do stuff now that would change history in the future and in the past as well as I've just said. But even on this planet, I was a king, medieval. No, I was a queen. Sorry, no, that's a different lifetime. I'm thinking of a different one. So I was a queen, medieval times. Basically, there was a revolt, and some of the noble people didn't want me there because I was given to the people, and they were greedy and they wanted money. And the king wanted to side with me and came with me. Basically, they wanted the king to go with them, and they ended up chasing us out of our. Well, it wasn't a palace. Everything was made of wood. It was quite a while ago, but I don't really.
Quite a while ago.
But they chased us to a cave, right? And then just left us in the cave, basically. And a few of the soldiers come with us anyways. And it was just me and the king in the cave and a few soldiers that were loyal to us as such. And we sat there and we decided, Yeshua was there as well with us at that time. And we're deciding what we're going to do. And we just basically said, you know what? We're just going to go back because there's people that support us, like in our city. There's people that support us and what we do. So if we go back, we knew we were going to die. We knew straight away. So we had a choice of just going off and just living somewhere else or whatever and starting again, or just going there and just dying basically. So we just went up to the gate. He was shot with an arrow, dead instantly, and then like they basically took me and tortured me to death as such. But the people got wind of this because we had gone back and like said, we're not afraid, we're just going to go back, even though they had chased us out. We said, okay, if you want to kill us, just kill us. And we died at the gates. That changed part of history because it was talked about for hundreds and hundreds of years later about what we had done and how we had trusted in God and all this sort of stuff. And it made the surrounding areas more spiritual. And that happened in Middle England quite a long time ago. And everything you do in a lifetime has an effect of something in the future or in the past. Everything. That's why they always say to stay in the now, because what you do in the now has an effect of all time and space. It really does. So that's just two examples. I have many.
That's important, isn't it, for everybody to be aware of that? You know, it's like if we're anchoring in, you know, sort of new dragon energy, or we're anchoring in this or that, it actually affects the whole of our multidimensionality. It affects the galaxies, the, you know, sort of the consciousness of, you know, far beyond this reality of experience. And
even if you think it's something small.
Yeah. Even especially the smallest things have the biggest impact.
Isn't it like the butterfly effect? Isn't there? Isn't there a film like that? Somebody was speaking about the butterfly effect. Is that, you know, you tread on an ant or something and it has an impact somewhere along the line. Everything that we do, you know, even the words that we use, it has a vibration. Everything that our intentions, everything has an impact. So We just need to be mindful for that, don't we?
Go into the words as well. I remember when I first woke up and they like threw me in the deep end, Higher did. And what happened was they didn't tell me this was going to happen, but I had loads of when I went up to a certain light level, I had loads of spirits, lost spirits as such, thinking that I was the light, and they'd jump in me, and they'd jump into my chakras. And I didn't know this was happening. And by the time I had millions of these people, spirits inside me, thinking, "Oh yeah, we're going to hibernate in here," sort of thing. My chakras were ruined, absolutely ruined. And I went to basically my teacher, my healer at that time, and I said, "Look, I can't function properly anymore. I can't concentrate. I can't function." And when she removed them all, and my chakras were shot. I couldn't even walk for a week, I tell you. And this was the weirdest experience I've ever had. So when people say your chakras are not important, I can tell you they're very important. Because when my chakras were damaged, I couldn't even walk. I was like stumbling. I couldn't like function properly. I couldn't talk. It was a mess. And these are one of the things that they really threw me in the deep end, because I had no idea. I didn't even know I didn't believe in angels. I didn't believe in God. And here's the angels. Here's Yeshua. Here's God. Here's God. Meet God. And I'm like, what's going on here? I've got no idea. And then they're like, oh yeah, you got spirits, Ross. You're taking on spirits. You didn't notice. I'm like, how am I supposed to notice if I don't even know this is possible? They're like, oh, but you should tune in more. And I'm like, well, this is what later on. Obviously, this is years later when I started channeling and understanding, and obviously through my friend who could channel. But these do have effects, and I don't even know what I'm going into now. What was I going to say? I've just gone off on one,
just change the timeline.
What were we talking about before?
I don't know.
I want to try something out, because when I was working with the self-power, coach, I felt a strong need to do something with the love energy. Can I try that?
Sure.
Oh,
yeah. Because I see a lot of questions which are still on the outside and asking us to do something for people, and it's all to do with self-empowerment, but also with self-love.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try that. Oh, okay.
Just allow that to integrate. I'm just feeling that sort of coming in. Nice code. So thank you, Robert. Da, tu gara si ona wi ok yo to gara basha na ko kara si ka yo kara ma kara basha. Da, tu gara. Yeah, there's change. There's times of great change, and which was about that sort of question before about, sort of changes around you as you start to tap into higher levels of consciousness. It allows you to sort of see what no longer serves you. So enable yourself to connect to those higher levels of consciousness and shift, and the universe will present you with the next level of synchronicities to bring in those new people that you need to connect with. So just allow that sort of transference between the old paradigm of self into the new. And then with that, allow yourself to really start to connect with the heart out of the head and let go of everything that no longer serves you. So it's just that patience and surrender to the process. Nice. Thank you.
The question becomes, how can I be at peace with what's coming into my reality? And when you fine-tune that energy within yourself, you will be at peace with everything, because it's all about that. I'll bring on the dragons on that. Let me see. Kedua sheanitu, kedua sheanitu, kedua sheanitu. Kedua sheanitu, kedua nitu, ketu, shea nitu.
Oh, I've got all tingles going around my top of my head and just went right down to my feet there. Thank you. Allow that to lift off everybody, please. Just allow that to expand your energy. There. It's the expansion of your energy field. Just allow that just to really sort of come in from that upper heart. It's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to a question from Patty. So Patty's actually sort of picking up, saying that there's almost like these several layers and lapping over of dialects. And does anybody want to actually sort of talk about that?
Yeah, it's the multidimensionality of the light language she's picking up, because light language is like broadcasting on the entire frequency band. So you will hear and pick up exactly where you are attuned.
Yeah. And the sort of the dialects have almost like you could speak a dialect and then there'd be another overlap of a dialect that then there's another. So it's more than a linear language, isn't it? It's multidimensional.
It's a big mixture for me.
Yeah.
I never speak one language. It's always multilingual, it's multi-frequencies, everything. I started with, even the first sentence of light language was, I think, 3 dialects. So, but there are people like Nicola who can speak really like a certain language, but so everybody does it on its own way.
Yeah.
So there's no right or mistaking.
Exactly. And even if you speak, you may think, I don't know, you speak Lyrian, for instance. I speak Lyrian as well. But if you listen to my Lyrian compared to someone else's Lyrian, it'd be completely different. Because I speak a completely different dialect. I speak a dialect from a different universe. It's Lyrian in a different universe. But you get others that speak Lyrian in this universe, and then at a different time to another. And you get different languages. They're not always the same, guys. And you get extra codes put in them sometimes. The angels will put extra like little tweaks in them, and they'll come through like little sounds. And you get ones that are sort of, they're technically not older, but you get older and younger sounding ones, and it really does depend. It's infinite, guys. So it doesn't matter what comes out, as long as it's for a specific purpose, for the greater good as such. Make sure before you do anything, I'd say, because I always do this, even before I come on this call, I ask to call in for any codes or any information for the greatest good of the people that are going to listen to this, or the people in general, anyone that's going to interact with this, just for the highest good. Always ask for the highest good, always, and you'll be okay. Everything you do in life, just ask for the highest good. Highest good for this person, the highest good for yourself, highest good for the universe or whatever. And you're going to be given whatever codes you need at the time anyway. So.
It was a conversation that Robert and I had actually the other day. Is about actually if you ask and you don't put that intention out there for the greater good, there is a polarity of experience, and so therefore actually if you just ask for something, you don't know what they're going to give you, whether it's working, so if we ask, let's just do it this side, can we, to work for the greater good and of the light, then you are covered. It's like an insurance policy, isn't it? Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, really good question. So that's again another thing there, Robert. That's the 3rd time that's been said.
I've been warned now. Can we mention that we put out a PayPal donation button for the first time in our history?
Yeah. So there's a little love donation button at the top there. So if there's anything that you would want to donate to for an energy exchange, then that is at the very top of the comments on the thing there. So if you feel the need to, that would be beautiful. Thank you. Leo's got something coming in. What have you got coming in?
I'm just clearing someone's heart chakra, so I'm unsure who it is, but she's extremely upset, and it's important.
Okay.
Her guides have jumped in for me to assist her, so I said,
I'm just having a little look through the. So Scarlet Champion has actually got a back spasm at the moment. I don't know if you still got that. She's really struggling, and there is a past life spiritual reason why she can help release it. Should we see if we can tap into Scarlett?
That's good.
And check out what's sort of happening. So if we can just have that permission from the higher selves come in. Thank you. Okay, I don't know. Do you feel that this is the person you're tapping into or someone different, Ross?
I don't know at the moment because I'm attuned to a universal level at the moment.
Okay, cool.
I'm transponding for the universe. I do this throughout the day. It's sort of the time to transpond. I'll see if I can tune in fully. 1 second.
Okay, I'll tune in as well. Have you got any codes for Scarlett, Robert?
She's being attacked.
These
fathoms were an attack. 1 second. Not from this timeline. It's from a different way. Let me jump.
Yeah, I'm just trying to collapse it here, Leo.
This is from an ancient past life contract that's bleeding through the timelines. 1 second.
I've located it.
Dragon Collective assisting. Bring to the Council of Ages. The Council of Ages. Bring up, Dylan. Up to the Council of Ages. Ross, take this. Assist. She can only go that high. Go to the karmic board. Karmic board. We shall assist with this, Ross. It is fine. Leave here.
Yeah, it's been located, so they're on it.
Okay, all good. Shall go up higher. We take you higher up. They want you to go higher up into the light, as high as you can go into the light now. I'm going to give you an upgrade. You can't reach that level, but they're going to make it so you can reach that level. Karmic armor. Karmic armor. Ishinokosuku. We're going to assist you now more, going through. To assist you in coming to the karmic realms. You have been blocked from the karmic realms for many lifetimes. However, we open you now to assist you in coming up to the karmic realms. You can assist more people now. It will be easier. Opening.
Marvelous. There's all is well. There's Okay, thank you. So yeah, so there's a report that's just gone off, apparently. Report that's just gone off to the Outer Rim for assistance. There was a call on that to allow that to be healed across all time and space. So that's beautiful. That will actually affect a lot of people with that clearing and assistance within that and time of reality. That now moment. Thank you. So they are dealing with it far beyond this now moment between us four sitting here. So that's wonderful. I hope that's helped, Scarlett. Please let us know if you can sort of integrate that as well. Okay. So Bobby's actually talking about sort of to step up on the game of light language, which is actually embracing, which I feel that what you're talking about is embracing light language. It's important that we're embracing our authentic self. And this is sort of like a bit of a loop of this subject, is really starting to understand who you are, and, you know, and to not worry about what other people feel that you are. And that's something that we are all clearing within ourselves, and that's an egotistical point of view, isn't it? Does anybody talk about that, on how they actually feel about other people, how they feel about them? I personally, I literally just don't mind just sort of going off on one now. It did in the beginning, it used to affect me. How about you, Robert? How are you feeling about your dialects now?
I love them because I don't care where they come from, and I know they are aimed.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
I love them.
No, you said you don't care where they come from.
I don't. I know, but I know where they come from. But I don't need to know if they're from which galaxy or which planet.
Okay, so it's an English translation. Okay.
And I know they're from the highest good, and I know they're from the source. That's what you meant. No, but I leave the ego outside, and I don't. But from the beginning on, I never had the feeling of knowing if it was from Earth or a planet or whatever. And so that was lucky for me, because I think that holds you back, because that gives space for the ego to take a position. And if you just let it flow, and just, even if it's funny or weird, and my frequencies are completely different than most of the others, because I just do sometimes the bees come in, and then I don't know how a unicorn will sound, but that will come in as well. And so they're funny anyway, and but that's okay. And so
I could say something. You know what I got the other day? I was working with a friend, and I actually integrated frog frequency. No word to lie. We had to, both of us had to crouch down in like a frog, and it really was like a frog. Has anybody heard that?
No.
I had that with cat when I first started talking to cats, because I was communicating with the animals. I started meowing, and like my client was just laughing. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm talking to your cat." And I was like, "Meow, meow." And then I was like, next one, I was like, "I'm talking to your dog." Woof, woof, woof. And I thought, oh. But now I just go with it. So yeah. I've been through that. Yeah.
But when you actually do it with somebody that's actually speaking the same language, as it comes back, because you're interacting with that, you know, like if you're integrating something together, it's just like, you just can't stop laughing at it, can you? I mean, I don't know about you, but I just like, what is going on now?
That must be funny.
It's got more.
It's like the frog song. I love us all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's just, but it is the ego, isn't it? It is the ego that does just sort of restrict you and just let it all, you know. And how does that affect you, Inga, with all of that?
It doesn't affect me anything anymore, because I've been speaking that language for 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm kind of used to having people coming back 10 years after and saying, "No, I understand what you meant."
Oh, that's so amazing.
The interesting thing was that a long time ago, when I started, I had the capacity to speak other people's light language in order to activate it in them. So I did that a lot. And that's really challenging, because then you really had to let go of everything, because much of it didn't even feel familiar to me. Yeah. But I had to take it through anyway.
Yeah. There was quite a lot of happening with people's third eye, Saphir, Sarah also about the third eye. So hopefully that sort of like helped a lot of people through that. There's also somebody else here that's Lena. Can you check any attachments on me, please, and clear it if possible? Should we see if we can just have a little check of Lena? So working for the highest good. I'm getting a frown coming in here. I've got my mantis coming in. That means it's something that we need to just look out for, please.
I'll assist.
Just locating. A minute, there's something.
It's inside. There. I got it.
Yeah.
I got the aphids assisting. 1 second. It's quite an important thing, whatever this is. Up. Yeah. Drop box. Shall take. Heal. This needs healing. It needs healing. Lena, this will come back. It needs healing. It is an ancient wound. You have not processed this ancient wound yet. You must process this wound. It will come back. It is a wound. It is a wound.
It was definitely restricting flow.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to assist me. They told me not to touch it, but I'm silly.
Yeah, no,
at the moment I'm transponding. You're gonna have to assist me because it's all over me now. You know, pushing the I couldn't block it because I'm transponding. I should have listened. So if you can assist me, just removing the energies.
Yeah, mantis. Go. If my mantis comes in, then I need to know. I know that I'm sorting it. Something that's a little bit more.
Should have listened. But
I help you out, Ross.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. This goes through many times.
You can't eating it.
It's going to turn my mic off.
So what Ross is doing now is he's transmuting it through his energy field. That's why I went in with my mantis, because I don't touch it if I don't go through. So poor old Ross is going to have to deal with it. And here lays the lesson, there said. Poor old Rob. So I'm clearing it, clear. They're completely closed, so this is good. They're located, it's been located. It's cut off the supply. It's cut off the supply. It will ease. Ma.
It's something that likes angelic energies. That's why it's attacked me quite severely. So not very nice.
No. That's
they did tell me to stay away from it.
A bit of a frown. When I get a frown and my mantis is in, I'm like, hang on a minute.
Yeah. Two more minutes and I'll be all right.
Oh, that's really good to see, Ross. Do you get that at the back of your throat? Let's talk about that when you finish.
No, I've just been stabbed through the heart. It's
okay.
stab wound. I've got to release this for her now. It's like I'm going through her past life for her. Because I've removed it, I've got to clear her past life for her.
Okay.
This is like a blood sacrifice. I don't like these past lives. I'll be 1 sec. Just carry on. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone.
Beneficio bianchi cucurassa che automa, where piano cucurassi si chiamo curvisiano mio curas, si caramatana margarabashogra. So through this experience of observation, please allow yourself to observe the situation, not from a place of fear, but to know that energetically through all time and space, the energy will actually affect you in this now moment. As a result of not being cleared from that within that past life. So it is imperative for us to connect with our energy to enable us to restore the flow across all time and space. So when you feel that there is something that is stopping you, blocking you, because it is actually showing you something that needs to be cleared. So just take this in this now moment, observational point of view perspective, that it is absolutely imperative to do your inner work to enable you to see this. So this is all in alignment, very divinely orchestrated to show everybody that we do need to have a very good energetic hygiene. This is why it's so important that we're doing our inner work. Thank you. So if you feel that there is need for assistance, then please seek somebody that you are drawn to and synchronistically being drawn to, please.
Yeah, I've cleared that past life for her now, so I've just gone through the death.
Thank you.
Good.
I hope that's. Please let us know that's yes. So there are other people that have actually feeling that they need assistance as well. And for us to go through every single one is going to be very difficult because we'll be here like.
Is this also for the collective listeners? Clearing?
See, that one in particular that I was really drawn to, which was Lena, was actually something that wasn't collective.
No, I understand, but isn't the energy also for the collective? Because it's starting off people reacting like, oh, I got also something like this and also like that. So there's
they're tuning in. They're tuning in now. They're hijacking these energies and tuning into these spiritual issues that they have. So whoever's saying this is actually very intuitive, and they should tune into whatever they're feeling and see what they feel in that specific place, because it could be an injury from a past life more than likely.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens, anyways. Because sometimes I'm with a client and I'm like, yeah. You've been stabbed in the ribs in one past life. You had your head cut off in that lifetime. Look, you've been drowned in that lifetime, and I'm clearing all their past life. I used to take people through past lives, but now they're like, no, don't bother, just clear it for them. So I'm going through the past life for them. I'm dying. I'm being choked to death or whatever, and I'm thinking, well, this is fun. But we're all one, you see. So I'm not even technically healing you. You're healing yourself through me. So you become one with me. Your higher self becomes one with me. And it's like, come on, let's clear me. And I'm like, okay, let's clear us. And we're like, yeah,
absolutely. That's what it's so interesting the way that work very similar to you, Ross, in that it's a very sort of, do you know, like the old shamanic way is that you actually take the energy on yourself and then you transmute it through your body. Is that sort of galactically you're working through that and you're experiencing, which can actually be quite surreal, can't it? Yeah. It is very. I find it really very interesting. But it's right. So Lena actually just said that she felt the energy of that. So I hope that actually assists you, because she was coming back within the comments saying that basically that it was stopping her doing her work. So hopefully that will actually shift that within you.
And otherwise, re-listen to it again.
Yeah, have another little look on the replay. Now, we are actually we've actually been going for an hour and 20 minutes, believe it or not. Is there anything that we need to sort of just have a sort of look at towards the end here, or is there anything anybody wants to sort of speak about? I feel that we need to sort of like tie things up at the moment. There are so many people that are wanting assistance out there at the moment. So whether we can
speak about love, 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 love. All of you are love. All of you are light. We shower you with love. We shower you with light. This comes from the universe, by the way, the universal collective.
That's
the entire universe as one, in a sense, outside of space and time. We shower you all with love. You shall begin to connect to higher levels of love, higher understanding of love soon. Do not rush, though, dear ones. Do not rush. Take your time, for all the love is inside, unready to unfold, to unravel, to unravel, to unravel. We tell you, it is here. It is here for you now. All the love you can imagine is inside. You just need to pull it out to remember truly who you are, how magnificent you are. This is my higher self that stepped in, by the way, one of them. How magnificent, magnificent. You are all magnificent, every single one of you. You shall see more, you shall hear more, you shall feel more soon. We shall show you more than you can imagine in the coming years. You are opening up fast. Speed. It is coming fast, and yet you can take your time, dear ones. Take your time. Do not rush. All will come in divine timing. When we say divine timing, your timing, you are divine beings of love and light, each and every one of you. It is in your timing. Understand this. It is in no one else's timing, but your timing. Therefore, when you are ready to receive, you will receive. We give when you are ready to receive. I say we because I am up here looking down, having fun, sipping cocktails, and you are down here with all the pain and trauma, and Ross is pain and trauma, and you should be happiness, pain, trauma, happiness, pain, trauma. No, joking. It is love, dear ones. Love. Love will save this planet. Love is saving this planet, and it shall spread. It shall spread. We see it light up. We see the earth light up. It will expand as many more are awakening. Even today, tens of thousands are awakening. They're beginning to see this is not right. What is going on? Why am I not working? Why am I sitting at home? What am I afraid of? Why am I afraid? Why am I here? What is the purpose of life? I am watching this TV program. What is the reason for this? Why am I here? Why do I sit and eat this at this moment in time? What is the point? And they will awaken, dear ones. They will awaken. They will see. They will see. All shall begin to awaken. I send you love. I shall go.
Now you've got more here.
Yeah, that's my comedy higher self. He always says something.
I love it.
He's a comedian.
Agreed. It is of the heart. It is the heart. When we step inside of ourselves, and this is the sort of the whole cycle of this conversation today, it is all about the heart. It's moving from the head into the experience of the heart, which enables you to connect to higher levels of consciousness. So that's absolutely message there. So yeah, beautiful. Robert, is there anything that you want to say to
but Leo already said everything.
I agree.
Come on in, my lovely.
Yeah, okay. You talked about the unicorns.
Yeah.
They are beautiful beings. They are the ones who, from what my experience, have the strongest capacity to work with and open very deep heart traumas. I've also been lucky enough to see them in form up in the Norwegian mountains, and I've also seen them in energy fields. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They are beyond amazing. The pictures that flowers around on the internet and other places doesn't even give them the credit for the true beauty they are. And they want to bring to us something, I don't know, some sound like unicorn language, I don't know. They just come in and I'm going to see what comes through.
Thank you.
Ashanayo Kootenayo Yakodinia Manayo Ketenea Okia Konemo Yotono Yakotene me ao no Amia Koteya na Ashana Yu Kotena.
Dai su mawakiyama, sure. Dai, ti seguiamo con gli autograssi. Dai, Giada. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for everybody that's listened in on this live stream today. Thank you everybody for joining me, for Robert, Inga, and Leo. Enjoy your TV. Get it all set up, get it out of the box, and have a good old film tonight. Robert, enjoy continuing creating your course for your Starseed View. Inga, just keep doing all your beautiful work. You do so much. You do so much behind the scenes. And yeah, Leo, obviously, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you all.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's beautiful. So connect with us individually if you feel drawn. We put some links up. Check out Starseed U. The courses are going on as we speak. There's a lot out there for you to sort of dip into. There's the events on there as well that are coming up as well if you've got some light language and connection groups. So and just go with what you feel is right for you. Everything that you do for you is always going to be right. Always put yourself first. And allow yourself to be authentic, ground your energy, and just self-love. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. See you soon.
Love you all. Take care. Cheers. Bye.